Life dictates your job search, not the reverse. Chapter 1. Some key takeaways are a long distance job search adds completely to your time. Number 2, plan for traveling or even an advanced move to your target geography. For international job searches, be careful of different time zones. With proper planning and willingness to accommodate the researching your target geography, a long-distance job search can be good. Some exercises you can do are make a list of geography you are considering for your search. Number 2, find networking and supporting resources in your target geography. Number 3, research the visa and work authorization issues if you are considering moving. Make a list of resources you can consult for the legal information. 1.6 Chapter review and exercises. The book will give you tools necessary to execute any kind of job search you need at any point in your life. Your current life situation and the reason for your job search represents the variables in your research. That was chapter 1.6. Chapter review and exercises. Now we're going to move on to chapter 1.4. Changing careers. Transitioning from school to work is the first career change. In a way, we are all career changers because the transition from school to work have a different role. You are in a different, unless you are a new employer or institute of higher education, you might even, because many people go to school in different places where they are from. You may build up your expertise and accomplishments. Yeah. Changing careers is changing careers is different from changing jobs. When you change jobs, you essentially do the same role in the same industry for a Hilton property and then to a other hotel. This is a job change. Now that was chapter 1.4. Now let's move on to chapter 1.3. Returning to the workforce. Understand how gaps and hiring potential. Develop strategies for how to talk to gaps in true positive ways. Learn how to overcome other potential obstacles relating to employment. Take control of the message behind your gap. And that's chapter 1. I will be talking about chapter 8.
mastering the interview. You can become an exceptional interviewee. You have now completed 3 full You have now completed 3 full steps of your job search and half of the 4th step. You've accomplished 4 things. Identified your target, created a compelling marketing campaign, conducted in-depth research, networked. The second half of step 4 focuses on the interview process. Networking and interviewing are paired for 2 reasons. A networking interaction is also a mini interview that can easily turn into a legitimate interview. An interview is also a networking opportunity. The more effectively you work, the more effectively you will interview. Interviews lead to job offers and acceptances. So it's vital that you network with people who have the influence to either arrange interviews or introduce you to people who can arrange interviews. That was the overview. 8.1, what to do before, during, and after an interview. Alright. Before. What happens before an interview will help you succeed. This includes taking the following steps. Assess your strengths and weaknesses, your likes and dislikes, and your goals. Prepare and practice. Know where you are going and get your interview suit ready in advance. Have a routine that you will follow the day of the interview. During. The moment you have been waiting for has arrived, the actual interview. Keep 6 things in mind. Body language, networking updates, focus, authenticity, questions to ask toward the end of the interview, and questions about the next step. Other things to take into consideration is eye contact, the handshake, your posture, and your focus. Thank you. After the interview, you can take definite steps after an interview to improve your chances of being called back for a second round or getting an offer for the position. 4 steps increase your odds. Send a thank you note. Update all parties relevant to your search. Create your follow-up strategy. Set up additional targets. See. No religion in the video.
Bless you.
Thank you. 8.2, different types of interviews. There's a behavioral interview, case interviews, informational interviews, yeah. 8.3, different methods of interviewing and different interview venues. Methods of interviewing: live interviews, phone interviews, Skype interviews, or taped interviews. It's just how it is. You can do it on campus or off campus, in a corporate office or conference room, during a meal. Yeah.
My name is Murad Awad, and I'll be doing chapter 2, which is the overview of the 6 steps. No, redo it, please. I'll be doing chapter 2, the overview of the 6 steps job search process.
This video is made for you, Miss G.
Step 2, creating a compelling marketing campaign. Step 3, research. Overview, that what and how of looking for a job. In the previous chapter, we talked about that why of looking for a job, the reason and the life situation that caused you to search now. This is the variable component of your job search as it changes over time. Your next job search may well be for different reasons. Why you need a process. The 6 steps are meant to be followed as sequentially. You need to know what you want in order to act on your job search. You want to have your marketing material in step 2 before you meet with any prospective employers. You want to research jobs, companies, and industries to prepare for meeting prospective employers. This is detailed research into trends, challenges, culture, and other information. Some of this research will entail speaking to people in the areas you are targeting for your search. You want to have your marketing ready to be shared.
Shared.
You gotta speak louder.
Your network and interview with prospective employers you discover from your research. You have to stay motivated and organized as you juggle these meetings and absorb all the information you are learning. All of these networking meetings and interviews accumulate in a job offer that you negotiate with your future employer. Many job seekers are overwhelmed at the beginning of their job search. There seems to be so much to do: resumes, interviews, and social media. It is not surprising that many job seekers are afraid of networking. A sequential job search process means that you don't have to worry about what comes next. Focus on where you are for your search and give yourself time on that step before you worry about resumes. Let yourself explore responsibilities, ideals, and desires before you get too anxious about interview. Know that you will have the preparation of knowing yourself. Positioning yourself effectively and learning about the people and companies you will meet through in-depth research. There will be time for the job search to progress. The 6 steps also overlap and should be concurrently. However, as you move through your job search sequentially, this doesn't mean that you never revisit what you've already done. For example, if you are at the stage where you are meeting step, you are collecting information from these meetings. Starting on the 6 steps requires a solid foundation. The 6 steps research progress gives you tactics for how to get from where you are to your next job. It is based on the mechanics of how the job market plays out between employers and job candidates. This is important because job seekers often don't know what to secure a job. They may know how to do the job, that is, they have the selling, communication skills, and experience for the job sales itself, but getting the job, convincing someone to hire you is different from doing the actual job. It is different. The 6 steps of the job search are sequential because one step leads to the next. It is helpful to follow the sequence so you are not overwhelmed by doing everything at once, so you can build progression. The 6 steps of the job search are
That's the video.